Hey guys, John Nintendo Nerd 1 freaking requested Star Fox on the freaking Super Nintendo. Star Fox in quotation marks. Everything I say right now is in quotation marks. For example, the planet in quotation marks. I don't consider that a planet right now that we're looking at. Okay, all the animals are little, or all the characters are freaking little animals. Do you consider that a tunnel right now? I consider it just a bunch of freaking shapes randomly thrown together. Do you consider that a spaceship that we're looking at right now? I don't. I call that a freaking triangle and a couple other freaking things thrown on it. That's what I call it, because that's what it is. That's not a spaceship. Do not, Nintendrones, do not come on here and tell me that's a spaceship. It's not. I'm not gonna freaking listen to you if you try to tell me that. What is that? Okay, it just makes the screen blue. Now, I'm all for realistic colors, you know, which means not very many. But this is the first game where I'm gonna have to say, the first Nintendo game where I'm gonna have to say, like, there isn't enough color. Because in reality, look at those quote unquote mountains in the background, okay? And then look at a real mountain and tell me that it's only freaking like 3 colors, because that's what we're looking at right now. Graphics. These might be the worst graphics in the world. Let me say that again. The worst graphics in the entire world, okay? Don't try to tell me, Nintendrones, don't come on here and try to tell me what these freaking shapes flying around are. They are not spaceships. Those things, those giant squares in front of us and rectangles, they are not buildings. They're just shapes, randomly and carelessly thrown together, because Nintendo does not care, okay? They can make something like this, and it'll sell, and it's a piece of crap. I'm gonna go ahead and freaking just run into a bunch of stuff and kill myself now, because that's how this game makes me feel. Look, I'm trying to kill myself and I freaking can't. So, on top of having the worst graphics, it's also a freaking casual piece of crap. Some freaking explosion there. Explosion. Once again, in quotation marks. What is that? Isn't that my teammate freaking shooting at me? Aren't the blue ones supposed to be my teammates or something? I don't know. I'm not gonna try to figure this out. Gameplay, 0 out of 10. Story, bunch of little hairy, freaking furry, freaking animals, 0 out of 10. Freaking flying around in space, supposedly. Once again, we really gotta associate the graphics and the story in this game, because it's a bunch of furry little animals supposedly flying around in spaceships and stuff. It's more like they're flying around in quotation marks in a bunch of little shapes so that they can shoot shapes at other shapes. Now, is that a good concept for a video game? No. No, I didn't think so. I didn't think it was. Music. It's like, let me turn this up a little. It's like freaking, you know, most Super Nintendo games even had like, I don't know, like, I think it's 5 or 6 things overlaying each other so that they can have multiple instruments. I hear like 3 here. So, music, 0 out of 10. Now, okay, so if you average out all the scores that I just gave, it would be a 0 out of 10. But like I said, this game has the worst graphics of all time. It sets a standard in anti-quality. So, I'm going to give it a negative 3.5 out of 10. I'm gonna go ahead and banish this accursed video game, once again in quotation marks, from my freaking site. Thank you for watching.